remarkable and developing story as it relates to the undermanned Los Angeles Lakers, but they still have the 41-year-old Superman. Houston does get Kevin Durant back after missing game 1 with a knee injury. And early on, it's the thin man for 3, Durant. And he's cooking. Durant with 11 in the first, one of the great offensive players of this or any generation. Luke Kennard in his bag. Tremendous three-point shooter.
LeBron James
Knocks down the 3. The lead's 13. It's a 13-point lead. Marcus Smart, who hit a bunch of threes early with a lob up top. DeAndre Ayton reaches behind his head to slam that one down. The Lakers up 15. Rockets climbing back in it. Again, it's Durant, who had 20 in the first half, and they trimmed the lead to 3 going into the second half. James, who played 39 minutes in this one with the bounce at 41. We've truly never seen anything like this at this age. It's astounding. The lead is 5. Smart, tough fadeaway being challenged by Jabari. He hits it. It's a 7-point lead into the fourth. Now, LeBron past Jabari Smith, and the lead is 5. Under 6 to go. Then it's Smart. I mentioned the threes early. Here's a big one late. Smart goes for 25. Luka cheering him on. Austin Reeves on the sideline cheering him on. James, who finishes with a game-high 28. Need the same energy on the road, though.
We don't have a choice. I mean, it's the postseason, so it's first to 4. It's never the first to 1. It's never the first to 2.
Nothing. He's never lost a series when he's up 2-0. I mean, I get it. We get immune to this to a degree, but this is nonsense, man. This is insane. How do you frame it?
Yeah, let's split this down the middle. Let's talk about the Lakers first. This looked like a throwback game to 2006, where LeBron is sort of playing in a rock fight playoff game, carrying, not being able to really shoot the ball great, but just getting to the foul line, manufacturing points. The game is being played in the 70s and 80s. I guess they got a little bit higher than that. I guess they cracked 100 back in 2006. It rarely happened. And this was just like LeBron in 2006, except for instead of 21, he's 41. And I'm telling you, I'm not seeing a ton of difference in the way he's playing, to be honest with you. And then I think you look at Luke Kennard and Marcus Smart, they combined for 48 points tonight. Okay, maybe if you had Reeves and Doncic, they would have a little bit more than that. But talk about filling the offense. And I'm just going to say, mid-season trade, Rob Pelinka gets Luke Kennard for a relative song. In a competition, that's a great trade, okay? And then you got J.J. Redick, who has designed a game plan here that is taking advantage of Kennard. Kennard's not just standing in the corner catching and shooting threes. They got him moving around. They're giving it to him on the move. They're designing stuff for him. J.J. Redick's got his sleeves rolled up here, making this happen for Luke Kennard. And Smart, look, he's played in dozens of playoff games. He's going to get hot every now and then. It falls into place. Now let me go to the other side here. Scott, I know Kevin Durant has this bruised knee. He's obviously not 100%. He's got 9 turnovers in this game. He's got 9 turnovers. This is just an unacceptable showing. And again, like we have seen for months, coming down the stretch of a close game, the Rockets got nothing on offense. They got nothing. The Lakers are bringing double teams like everybody has for months, and Durant is turning the ball over, getting his pocket pick, throwing insane, wild passes. Alperen Şengün is not able to make a basket against Jackson Hayes for much of the second half. Jackson Hayes is plus 12 in this game defending Alperen Şengün, an all-star. Not acceptable for the Rockets. I take my hat off to the Lakers. I take my hat off to LeBron. They are doing a great job. Very impressive to get up 2-0. But the Rockets have to be disgusted to be down 0-2 in this series.
I had Lakers defense deserves credit, but Houston, something's wrong. You just took that to the rim with authority. You answered my question. Are they, in a word, is Houston cooked in this series?
Okay, so the Lakers are, hampered. So winning 4 out of 5, and LeBron's playing this way, and Kennard's playing this way. The Lakers are going to have the home court. I mean, the Lakers have swung. I looked at the odds. The Lakers have swung to the favorite, and I don't disagree.
All right. I get careless sometimes with people being down 2-0 and saying they're done. I did that once in the finals. That was a mistake, but, doesn't look great. Antonio, Spurs, as the shot clock winds down, bucket good. Hit 35 in his playoff debut. Stephon Castle, corner triple. Spurs up 1 after the first. And this is the moment where everything changes in the game and perhaps the series as Wembanyama stumble lead. Spurs in control, or are they? There's Robert Williams III, paint finish. Keep that in mind as you see this. Here's Scoot. I told you he was great in this one. 3 of his 31. It's a 1-point game. Next Blazer possession. Williams corner 3. It's an air ball, but there's Drew. Catches that bucket. Blazers up 1. Under 20 to go. Denny Avdia keeps that foot off the ground, and there's Williams with a throwdown. And the Blazers bench loving that as it's a 3-point advantage. 5 seconds to go, 3-point lead. Vassell, corner 3, challenged, no foul, and Portland gets the stop, and they get the victory. There's Thibault on the great challenge without contact. At least I didn't think so. Mitch Johnson wasn't happy about that. Here's Johnson with an update on Wemby after the loss.
Mitch, Victor's in concussion protocol, but is he being examined for anything beyond that?
No.
I know it's early, but are you already planning to rule him out or go forward thinking that he's not going to be available for Game 3?
It's tough. That protocol is the protocol, so we'll just follow it as everyone else does and plan accordingly.
You say next man up mentality, but the entire team has to step up because he leaves a big hole in the lineup, both offensively and defensively. And then obviously we don't know how long he's going to be out, but we got to be ready to play without him.
Brian Windhorst joins me now. If there were ever a question, and I can't imagine there would be, about the relative value of Wembanyama, it's clearly illustrated in this game. We're hearing about the protocol. We know what it is in the NFL. In the NBA, it's 48 hours, and that would not impact Game 3, but we obviously don't know the specifics of his condition, and I'm not asking you to be a doctor here because you're not. But what does San Antonio do in the short term if Wembanyama is unable to go?
Well, I got good news and bad news. The good news is that if you're going to have 2 days, the spot where they've got 2 days between games is 2 days between games 2 and 3. They don't play game 3 until Friday. So in theory, there's enough hours, but it all depends on how he responds with the symptoms. But after 48 hours, he can maybe start that protocol. But as you can see right there, injuries. But Scott, we're going to have to wait a couple of days to figure out where this is. And not only that, but Harrison, this not only even in this series without home court, they come out of this with several injuries. And the way that the Blazers were able to take advantage of it, attacking the paint, the way the Spurs offense sort of eroded, especially their three-point shooting without Victor to space the floor, it really is going to be a gut check moment for the Spurs.
Was chuckling with Iman Shumpert on Monday evening about Wembanyama and how he truly messes up everything you want to do on offense single-handedly. How did Portland exploit his absence in terms of paint points? I mean, I think you had the numbers, but it was obvious.
Well, the first quarter, which Victor played 9 minutes of, Portland goes 9 of 12 in the paint, okay? He's a difference maker there. The other 3 quarters, they go 17 of 32. I mean, that's all you need to know. And I got to take my hat off to the Blazers in this game. Denny Avdia, I think, was being bothered by a sore back or something in this game. He doesn't score in the fourth quarter, and they're down 14, and they manufacture a road victory, a group that has not had a playoff win together, much less a road playoff win, to get even and go home with home court advantage. Scoot Henderson with the game of his young career, to Monty Kamara playing his second ever playoff game, scores 8 of his 10 points in the fourth quarter. Even though Wembanyama is the story here and going forward, the Blazers pulled this out without their fastball in certain circumstances tonight, and they should be recognized for that.
That's such a great point because so much is made of San Antonio's relative playoff inexperience. It's not relative, it's real. Same thing applies to Portland.